I cannot say that after 2 days in Bulgaria I'm an expert about what is really going on in Bulgaria, but I tell you what I found here. I found here that people are very concerned about cyber attacks. I also found that Bulgaria came out with a new cybersecurity strategy, which I think is one of the most important things to do, because this way you understand what are your needs, your requirements, your priorities, who should maybe going to attack you, what kind of security you are going to have. And I found very, very professional people dealing with it in Bulgaria. I cannot compare it to Israel because I don't really know deeply what is going on, but I think that Bulgaria and Israel share very important subject in common. We are small countries. Each one of us is having about 7 million people, and both in Bulgaria and in Israel we have very and many talented people. These talented people can be the basic thing to start having an excellent cybersecurity. Terrorism, by the way, is not something which is typical for Israel or Europe or Bulgaria. It is for all over.
But you are like a symbol.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. And because we are a target, either for terrorists or for cyber attacks, our government decided that Israel would be one of the most defended countries, the best one in all over the world. What does it mean? It means that first of all we have to make sure that Israel will be having the best technological solution, that we are going to have the best regulation, that we are going to make cyber a business opportunity. That's what we did. Today we have more than 450 companies dealing only with cyber, which means that we are taking the most important part of our ecosystem, which is the human capital, and we train them to fight cyber. So in Israel today, we are trying to have more and more people to deal with cybersecurity. And one of the most important parts when you deal with cyber is awareness. Does really the people know that if they get an email, they should not just get and push the enter, because maybe through this email somebody is attacking them? Does anybody working for the critical infrastructure, energy, transportation, understand that somebody would like to blow up his system as if it is a kinetic war? So we are trying to create awareness to the people. We train them. We speak with them. Anything that happens, we don't hide it. We publish it in order for the people to understand that they should be better. When we started the Israeli National Cyber Bureau, which was one of the, I think one of the biggest achievements by the government of the State of Israel, we found out also that most of the people do not understand what should they do. You know, there are people who are not even using antivirus. There are people who doesn't understand that if they get an email, they have to look at this email and find out whether they should open it. But in Israel, since we are being attacked, either by terrorism or by the digital world, which is the cyber, we usually try to update the people when something is going to happen. I'll give you an example. Every year, on April 7, we have an attack on Israel called Ops Israel. It is an attack usually done by hacktivism organizations like Anonymous, which are trying to get the effect like a terrorist effect, meaning that we are trying to create, or they are trying to create, a chaos. We take it seriously. I think the most important thing is that you have a threat, take it seriously. Don't just say, okay, it will never happen to me. It will happen. And therefore, first of all the relevant organizations that are dealing with cybersecurity coordinate between themselves. Second, we have our own CERT, which is now in operation, Computer Emergency Response Team. This is the special body which is organizing or updating everybody, including the citizens. Be aware, the bank is going to be attacked, or be aware a new malware is coming, or be aware there is going to be an attack, change your password. So we understand that we have to do all these things, and we have to take care of the simple citizen, not only about the high-level organization. And therefore, most of our citizens are aware, and while something is happening, we update it in the media. We don't hide it, and we tell them what we recommend to do. Hundreds of billions of dollars. This is the market for cybersecurity. And this is the bad thing that happened to us. Meaning, we took the threat, cyber is a threat, and we said, listen, let's make it a business opportunity in Israel. Meaning, we have a special ecosystem based on the academia, based on the people who came out of the national incubator called the military of the Israeli Defense Forces. We have an excellent human capital. Let's make sure that we can take this ecosystem and create a new industry, the industry for cyber technology, which is today one of the most successful industry. And what we have done, we have special groups under the government, Ministry of Economy, Office of the Chief Scientist, Israel National Cyber Bureau. We all team together, and we create a special platform for the Israeli startups to get funded by the government in order to be successful very soon. I wouldn't say that we are in a third world war, but we are under attacks, all of us. I mean, Bulgaria and Israel are being attacked the same. You don't have to compare. I mean, maybe many others are trying to attack us a little bit more, but the attack is here. And I really hope that you are not going to face any kind of attack, for instance, on November 6th in your elections. But the attack is here. But if you understand that you should take all the relevant precautions in order to make sure that you will be defended and you support your industry, you create an opportunity to the country. We call it a growth revenue or a growing engine capability for the country.